As you can see, we are riding to war. Hello everyone, Ellington here, and we have got ourselves an awesome 4v4 on the settlement of Alexandria. Sorry about that. This is another epic Dragon Core campaign. Dragon Core replay, excuse me. And this one I hear is a good one. So as you can see, coming out of the settlement, we've got a couple different units here. We got some Iberian cavalry, some Eastern Spearmen, some Young Axes, and then some Steppe Lancers. On the other side, you can see that the attackers are already kind of at the wall. So real quick, we'll go ahead and get through the players and factions. So for the attackers, we've got Galatia being commanded by J. Minton, Bactria being commanded by Pedro Sor, Arverni being commanded by From Behind, and finally Epirus being commanded by Zero Chillings. Now for the defenders, we cannot quite see what they have right now, or like all that they have, but we've got Lusitani being commanded by Bloody Stranger. Then we've got the Centurion commanding Seleucid. We've got Chimeria being commanded by Axe Minister. And finally, we can't see their forces, but we've got Aravaki being commanded by Blackfoot. So some really good infantry on one side and some pretty good infantry on the other side. Arverni and Galatia both have pretty good, but then on this other side you've got Lusitani and Aravaki, which are both very, very good in melee combat. I think the hardest part for the defenders is going to be the archer, disadvantage they've got. Oh, look at that. Galatian swords running forward. And artillery coming from Seleucid trying to get that nice side angle on them. Got slingers on the walls already taking pot shots at the Levy Freeman. And more units from Arverni now. We got Scythian hoplites, which should be able to handle those Levy Freemen pretty well. These Iberian spearmen should help out. It looks like the defenders are kind of giving up like this area here, and they're setting up their defense here. And then they're going to set up their other defense here. Slingers coming off the walls, probably because the archers moving forward. Now on the other side, the cavalry out here not really doing a whole lot of anything at the moment. But, they really don't need to engage yet. All they got to do is kind of be an irritation to the attackers. Because look at all of the forces the attackers have dedicated to this. It's a huge amount of forces. In the end, when things like this are going on, if they know they can't actually hit you yet, don't let them distract you. You have to push the city. If you sit there and waste your time looking at them, you're just going to waste time. Remember, the time is on their side, not yours. Oh, look at that nasty side shot. You got thorax swords go in and engage, but it kept the Galatians busy, allowing a really, really beautiful slinger angle from this side. 35 kills on the slingers so far. Now on this side, we've got some Scythian hoplites and some hillmen going in. Scythians are pretty solid hoplite units for their price. They're not very expensive. Yeah, as long as the attackers continue to go into this place, they're just going to get slung in the side, and that is not fun. Not fun at all. I think, once again, like I was saying earlier, I think that's going to be the biggest issue for the defenders is Aravaki and Lusitani are pretty vulnerable to the archers, and while the defenders are bringing two of the best archer factions, the attackers are just bringing more. You got Syrian archers, Gallic hunters, Cretan archers, and then the Arverni Gallic hunters. So you've got, on one side you have 6 Syrians, 4 Gallic hunters, and 3 Cretans. And then on the other side you just have 8. You have 4 Syrians and 4 Chimerian heavies. And then you've got a bunch of slingers, but if you can't get the angles that the slingers, those archers are going to tear Lusitania to pieces. You can see that's why Chimeria and Seleucid are taking the brunt of the initial attack. If they can waste as much ammunition from the attackers as possible, then they can allow their Aravaki and Lusitania infantry to really get in and do the damage. Scythian Hoplites not getting a ton of kills, but they're holding strong. Over here, the Thorax Swords have actually done a pretty solid job. The Scythian Hoplites not really getting too much in. Now look at this. The Thorax Swords of Seleucid going in and taking the breach. And Lusitani going up on the wall. Now they do need to be careful because there is another entrance onto this wall that if they're not careful, but look at this, he's going for the archers. He's going to try and catch Galatia sleeping over here. Slingers coming up on the walls over here as well from Aravaki. Wow. You can see that the defenders are holding just in front of the stairway to the wall here, which is allowing them to safely keep their slingers up here. Ooh, artillery coming in though. I think that was Bactria. Lusitani, yeah. He saw the Galatian swords get in the wall and he said, nope. But the Chimerian heavy archers now setting up here as well. They are going to begin shooting over at Galatia, it looks like. Chimerian heavies are probably the best archer in the game, especially given the fact that they're cheaper than even like things like the Royal Kushite. Royal Kushite is 100 gold more. It is 100 gold more because of its poison shot, but I still don't think it's worth it personally. Persian light archers from Bactria trying to move forward, but I think that they're going to have some issues with those Chimerian heavies and the Iberian slingers. Now over on this side, once again, they're just going to be in a pain in the butt. They're really not looking like they're actually going to go after anything because honestly, there's not really a whole much they can go after. If they try to sneak through this stuff, they're just going to get javied to hell. So they really just got to bide their time. And the attackers, on the other hand, they just need to don't get distracted by it. Just keep your push going. You know, make sure that you have your soft side defended. All of your soft spots are covered up. But in the end, you got to keep pushing. A big difference here is the attackers, the big issue with hoplites is they don't have javelins. So as the attackers move forward, they can continue to pull units up to throw javies at the defenders, while the defenders' hoplites can't do that in return. So it's kind of a win-win situation for the attackers, given that they can pull forward without risk of loss. But you can see the defenders, the way they're going to counter that is they're going to charge in and not allow the attackers to get those javelins off. Artie's still coming in. I wonder if they're trying to go for the Colosseum thing there, because a lot of times people have units too close to that building and they don't realize it, so then you shoot it and it collapses and it kills a bunch of people. But here we go, this is the issue. You can see the mercenary Syrian archers from Bactria shooting into the Iberian swordsmen from Aravaki. Now once again, if there's a unit you want to lose, if you're going to lose something, it's going to be your Iberian swords rather than your Scutari. There you go, you can see Chimeria setting up one of his Scythian hoplites on the wall to protect from this breach so that the slingers continue firing. And then a really good angle. Now it's the Syrian archers from Seleucid this time. Don't know where the Chimerian heavy archers went. Do have a Chimerian noble infantry back here. Yardy's still coming in. I don't really think they're getting many kills. 12. Bactria's 67, so solid enough on Bactria. Arverni, I don't think Arverni's even shot yet, so... Which is interesting, given that Arverni is the furthest backed artillery. I would think that this would be the first one you would want to shoot, just in case you lose range on it. Already coming back in, shooting in at the back area of this little plaza here. Got some Iberian swords, some thorax swordsmen. You got Iberian swords from Lusitani also in the fight. A lot of javies being exchanged. Oh, gosh, that artillery. I think that's still Epirus. Could be Arverni. No, it doesn't say they're firing, but yeah, it's Epirus still. You got kind of a Javi exchange here. You got a bunch of Galatian swords and thorax swords throwing at a bunch of Iberian swords and stuff like that. I kind of feel like the attackers are being kind of reckless with their ammunition. I think they're just kind of throwing a lot away. At least the Lusitani Iberian swords going into combat. Oh, God. Look at that angle. Why would Galatia? Don't take that angle, man. As soon as they went in, slingers just started tearing them to pieces. Look at that. They're already breaking. Honestly, I'm actually kind of surprised that the defenders have moved forward like this. They had such a great angle when they were set up like that. And the attackers have got all of their archers pushed over to this side because they don't feel like they can hit this. They could probably bring an archer over here and hit that. Or honestly, throw one of these Illyrian levies on a tower and go threaten it. You know what I mean? If you go threaten that wall, they will move the slingers off. That would then allow you to bring your archers back to the other side. On this side, they continue to hold strong. Thorax swords, Scythian hoplites. Thorax swords, 84 kills. Oh my god, that artillery, man. What's Epirus up to on theirs? It's 87 on Epirus, and now Arverni's shooting 28 on theirs. 96 on Bactria's. There you go. Got the archers moved up into the settlement. Syrian archers shooting the back, or the Balearics, excuse me. Balearics are going to get the hell out of there. And I wonder if the Syrians are then going to change their target to the one on the wall. That's what I would do. It doesn't look like it. They're changing targets. The Chimerian heavies. Chimerian heavies, I think, are getting out of there because I think they're getting a little overwhelmed. As I was saying earlier, this is kind of the issue that the attackers have with this stuff, is they don't really have a way to get into all the soft areas here. It is well defended by thorough spears, light horse, war thorough spear. Gosh, all the thorough spears. Illyrian levies going forward against the Eastern spearmen. Javies on javies. Or wait, I don't think Eastern spearmen get javelins, actually. Now charging in, 14 charge bonus. Illyrian levies should do really well here. Eastern spears are not very good. Neither are young axes. This cavalry is pretty good for like its tier. God almighty, the javelins into, or the artillery into, well, the javelins too. The javelins either way, but then the artillery shooting in is just vicious. Scythian hoplites are doing a pretty solid job of soaking this stuff up, though. Got that 80 armor. And now the Iberian swords have moved in a little bit. 128 kills. 61 on the Iberians from Aravaki. Oh, here we go. Light horse moving forward on the outside. The Eastern Spearmen are gone, so you got the Thorough Spear and the Light Horse. Lear and Levy's kind of all made a little bit of a push. Maybe trying to catch the sally out force, you know, unawares. Look at this. Lear and Levy's moving up now. Now you got Celtic Warriors from Arverni. They're going both directions. Look at this. So they have gotten through the initial defense on this side. Chimerian now pulling back a little bit further. Chimerian Noble Infantry even. It's a really good infantry, guys. Really good. It's a really good like hoplite infantry. There you go, hoplite wall. But here's the big issue. Arverni Celtic Warriors up on the wall. Gonna come down this side, probably get over here. Maybe Aravaki throw some Iberian swords on that wall. Now the Scythian hoplite is actually getting off the wall, even though the Levy Freeman is still here and the Iberian slingers are still on the wall. Interesting decision. Although, looks like, oh, that's probably why. Balearic slingers set up and just smacked that Levy Freeman. So that's basically what will happen if they decide to try and push that, is slingers will tear them to pieces. The attackers seem to be making some pretty good, like, progress here. They are really ripping up this initial defense. Now the question is, are they using too much of their ammunition, given the fact that eventually they're going to have to take on the meat of the forces of Lusitani and Aravaki? Are you using too much ammunition on the heavy armored stuff? Here you go, Thorough Spear's moving up. Thorough Spear's 33 kills. Looks like they have used all of their ammunition already. You can see some archers from Chimerian moving around in the background. Bunch of slingers back here from Aravaki. They had slingers set up on this wall to basically say, hey, you know what, if you want to come after my cav, I'm going to shoot the living hell out of you. Now the defenders actually pulled back to here instead, basically just because of their exposed flank. The one downside, I think, to that is that they kind of expose themselves to the archer fire. They could probably take this archer fight if they really wanted to. If Chimeria and Seleucid were to set up their archers in this area here, they could probably take this archer fight. Chimerian archers have the armor and the hit. They've got 40 missile damage and 35 armor. Seleucid's Syrian archers have, where are they at? They have 35 missile damage and I believe 30 armor. Where the hell are the Syrian archers? I can't see any of them. I'm pretty sure it's 35 and 30 for Seleucid Syrians. So the Chimerians kind of get the best of both worlds. They get the 40 missile damage, which is the same as the Cretan archers, but the Cretans have 30 armor. Or no, I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure the Syrians have 35 and 35, or it might be 40. Just can't remember. 35 missile damage, I know that much for Syrians, because Cretans have a little better missile damage. Chimerian heavies look like they're moving forward to maybe try and take that fight. Got the Balearic slingers also shooting over here. That helps. Gallic hunters from Arverni are honestly getting beat up.
Stop! Nay!
Syrian archers from Galatia are in, but it looks like they are shooting over... Okay, they are shooting at the Syrians. Or the Chimerians. Gosh, I can't talk, man. I don't think they really got anything with the destruction of that. Maybe a couple, but nothing major. Alright, Syrians, here you go. 35 and 40. 35 and 40. And the Chimerians have 40 missile damage and 35 armor. I think Chimerians here over pursued a little bit. Already 80 kills on them. 105 on the Balearics. 46 only on the Iberian slingers. I'm not sure they're really firing right now though. Chimerian noble infantry moving forward and some young axes. Young axes are not great. Look at this, a little bit of a breakthrough through the middle of the plaza. So Galatian legionaries working their way through here. If they could get something else here, it would probably be extremely helpful for the attackers. They just need to sneak it. There we go. There's another Galatian legionnaire. Sneak it right down the middle and hit the side of that. Jeez, they're already getting ripped to shreds. Honestly, you know what? I would just cancel that. Don't go through that middle. I think they should probably just concentrate on working their way in a paced manner steadily down the middle of this plaza here. Celtic warriors broken. Galatian legionaries already down to 100 or to 55, but they have 190 kills, so on the outside, okay, this is not bad here. So you have a little bit of standoff between some units that you're not really using too much, so your cavalry, some of your throw spears and stuff, but your main focused attack is on the attack. So nicely done here. Chimerian nobles, 108 kills, but they're down to 54. I think they've been getting jabbied. Galatian legionaries, Celtic warriors. It looks like that the defenders are going to be able to solidify their defense here. Iberian swords and veteran shield warriors. Veteran shield warriors are very, very good. Probably top 5 infantry in the game. Extremely good. But they're also going against probably another one of the top 5 infantry in the game. Galatian legionaries. You can see the thorough spear ammo coming in from the back there. I think they're going over at the hillmen, or maybe the archers. Because the archers are a little out of position. But I am also surprised that they're not trying to go after, you know, the veteran shields or the Iberian swords or something like that. Something really, really open to that javelin fire. That already is just, God, man. What do you got? 149, 113, and I think Bactrians is out of ammo at 134. Looks like they might be getting a little soft on this side, though. Might suggest maybe taking one of the Erebaki units or something and putting it over here. You got a Epirus spear unit that's kind of holding this spot, so I'm a little surprised that the attackers are not trying to sneak around that. Chimerian heavy archers out of ammo with 94 kills. Oh, look at that. Galatia exposing his back, hitting this. So javelin fire hitting him right in the sides and the back. On the walls here, you got Iberian swords protecting against some depleted Celtic warriors here. Basically just protecting the Balearic slingers that are up on the walls. Got some noble fighters, some more Balearics. Syrian archers over here, and a lot of Lusitani. You can see we're starting to see a lot more yellow showing up. All that Lusitani forces moving into the fight now. Once again, really nice setup. Balearic Slingers over here, 176 kills. Double chevron now. Got some cav moving around. Now, Veteran Shield Warriors, 145 kills, 79 on the Galatian Legionary. A lot of units right there. Sorry about the kind of stuttering. I'm using kind of a camera mod, so I'm wondering if that's kind of messing with it and causing it to stutter a little bit. Camera mod allows you to get a little closer in on the camera angles. Now look at this, Chosen Swords from Arverni moving in now. I guess he's already got some in. Now the tough part about this position is what Seleucid honestly should do is put his archer right here. He'll be able to shoot right into the backs of that attack there. Got some mercenary Samnite warriors on the wall now. They'll be able to bust through that Iberian sword and then be able to push further forwards into like the Balearic Slingers. We have a little bit of a push going through the left side breach here. The depleted Levy Freeman. Veteran Shield Warriors should be able to handle that pretty easy. Although we got some Thorax Swords, some Bactrian Hillmen. Also got some Cretan Archers over here. I think that the defenders are giving this up. I think they're going to have to pull back to something like that. Oh, Galatian Legionaries just got hit by their own arty. Veteran Shields there getting hit really hard by archers though. Italian swords surrounded by some Iberian swordsmen and some Thorax swords. And look at this. The Iberian cav from Lusitani now moving out of the settlement. I'm not sure that they really are going to come out here, but I think they're going to do the same thing that they were doing on the other side, which is honestly just kind of, you know, being annoying. He is coming up through, maybe? I guess not. I guess he decided otherwise. It's going back into the settlement now. Nothing really defending this right now. There's a veteran shield nearby. Maybe Eastern Spearmen gonna go help out. Now the veteran shield, oh, this isn't good. Oh, really not good. Chosen Swords getting in behind the veteran shields. Not only that, archers shooting the veteran shields from the side there. So they're gonna have to give this up probably. They bring a unit up and hold this angle by the Colosseum. The balance of power is definitely shifting towards the attacker's favor. The Iberian cavalry from Ervaki moving around. Probably going to come engage the light horse.
Riders, forward!
We still have like thorax swords and stuff sitting in the back here. But look at this, the veteran shields are holding from the angle, but the Iberian cav cycle charging from the other angle. Thorax swords, though, looking in their direction, so the Iberian cavalry probably not going to do too great here. Get a couple kills here and there, though. Kind of, maybe these guys are out of ammo. I was going to say I'm kind of surprised they're not shooting, but they're out of ammo, looks like. But man, like, I'm a little concerned because there's nothing over here coming to assist. Thorax swords and Eastern Spearmen are holding this side. But they may need to pull this depleted Iberian sword over to assist the other side here. The thorax swords from Bactria are about to surround the veteran shields from Lusitani. Here comes the Lusitani noble from Lusitani, obviously. That will be helpful. But is he going to get there soon enough to stop any breakage? He's going to need to come over here, I think. I'm actually kind of surprised the thorax sword didn't go break that, thus opening the breach. I think that was the wrong place to go, honestly. I think he should have gone here and broken open the breach, then turned and gone back in while his units flooded forth. But I think we're going to get a bit of a fallback.
Forward! Be on guard!
Looks like they're holding strong here, and I guess they're going to hold here as well. But their other forces are pulling back. Whatever shall they do? You can see that they are still holding the sides of the Colosseum, which is offering themselves some pretty good volleys. Bunch of young axes and some veteran shield warriors. Looks like they're going to go engage now. The problem with young axes is that they don't have javelins. 190 gold for them. They're pretty cheap, but honestly, they're not that great. Breton's over here shooting. Are they shooting at the young axes? No, they're shooting at the veteran shield warriors. Veteran shield warriors rushing over here. I don't think they want to give up this area here. But I guarantee that they're going to need to throw something else in there if they want to hold it. But I don't think they're going to. I think they're just falling back to here. And then probably going to fall back this direction. Veteran shield warrior's going to go destroy these Bactrian hillmen real quick. Triple bronze chevron Bactrian hillmen.
Riders, forward!
But there is a thorough spear right behind it.
Speed!
So their hope is that they, Bactria, pulling over here to expose the veteran shield warriors to the thorough spears. Nice move by Lusitani, though, moving around to the side.
Advance at speed!
Lusitani should probably just pull back to this breach here. Look at this, Chimera is still with ammunition. Shooting over at the Plaza. Oh, big shots here. Ervaki Chimera continuing to hold this spot. And then Lusitani pulling forward with some veteran shield warriors.
Charge!
And then Bactrian Omen broken, so veteran shield warriors charging in against Illyrian levies. Look at this, the light horse from Galatia getting a back charge. But then a nice javelin toss from the other veteran shield warrior unit. 98 kills, 99 kills. Got Royal Peltis moving forward. But if they're going to keep holding this other side, they got to put something better than young axes there. It's a gold chevron young axe. Not a fan. I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I'm not a fan. Now, with two veteran shield warriors over here, they could probably dominate this attack here, but they got to be careful because of the completely healthy thorax sword coming down the wall. I don't think they've got enough. 45 and 133. They got 160 coming off there, and more coming from there. Okay, well, maybe with the Lusitani Noble, that might change. And I think the Royal Peltis is going to come into the middle spot. Look at all the archers running forward. Not out of ammo either. They're pulling forward to, I think, take an archer fight here. It's Gutari, 213, 114. You got Sam Knight Warriors. Now back here you got Silver Shield Swordsmen. You got Chimerian Nobles. Some standard pikes. Lusitani Nobles getting shot up though. Looks like they're trying to take on the Thorax Swords. I think the Balearics are trying to shoot at this, but because the Thorax Swords are not fully on the wall, I think they're like shooting weird. Veteran shields are going to break though, 198 kills. They're doing really good damage, mostly on Bactry and Hillman though. Royal Peltis now engaged, 62 kills. Thorax Swords and Chosen Swords. Had the Cav from Bactry moving forward, trying to catch him unawares, but looks like Young Axes were able to stop that just in time. Got Step Lancers over here as well. Step Lancers are not very good though, so don't expect them to do like super crazy miracles. Skutari just eating up these Celtic warriors. I'm probably going to tear through this tiny throw spear too. Syrian archers of Seleucid coming up against the Syrian archers and Persian light archers of Bactria. But a pretty big push over here. Galatian legionaries, Mercenary Italian swords, Bactrian generals over here as well. Step Lancers are basically just charging in to slow down this side. Here's the Chimerian nobles. Got veteran shield warriors, the Lusitani noble as well. Looks like Lusitani noble is going to go up on the wall and then work his way down, and honestly probably going to hit the back of this Thorax Sword now. Oh, this isn't good. Veteran shield warriors going to charge in. Looks like the Thorax did countercharge. Wow, no kills? Seriously? Well, a couple here, but very, very few. I am really surprised about that. Now the Chimerian Noble going to go in as well. Royal Peltis switch out for the Seleucid General, which is the Silver Shield Sword. Up to 46 kills now. But looks like Sam Knight Warrior coming in behind. Royal Peltis really getting shot up here. Not good. Looks like the Seleucid archers are now fully out of ammunition. Starting to see a Cav unit over here. Probably one of the Aravaki unit, or the Step Lancer. Lusitani, I think, was trying to push, but I think was getting shot. Or probably thrown up by these. Veteran shields now at 76 kills. Look at that, they're getting kills. Looks like raise the banner. Royal Peltis have 113 kills though. Got battle rhythm on the Sam Knight Warriors. But here comes the Royal Peltis, gonna switch in. Chimerian Nobles at, what, 60 kills? 88 kills on the Veteran Shields. Lusitani Nobles, I think, just had to chill. I think he realized that there was just too much firepower for him to go in. Step Lancers still being a real irritation. A little bit of a pull through there. Oathsworn just went right through the Scutari. I'm almost wondering maybe if he had an attack order on the Step Lancer or something. Yeah, the Oathsworn went, like, stepped right through that Scutari from Eravaki. Got an Oathsworn over here just getting shot at. Balearic Slinger is just shooting right at him. Down to 115. Step Lancers, I guess, are going to try and slow down that unit. Now the Young Axe is going in as well. Trying to buy time, looks like, for the Seleucid Archers. I guess they do have ammo. Noble Fighters from Eravaki maybe going to go in. Seleucid is once again switched out for his general. The Royal Peltis has moved back. I think just the archer fire was really getting to him. I almost wonder if Lusitani should just throw his noble in to minimize the javelin fire that's coming in. Young Axes. The veteran shields might hold a little bit longer though. Noble Fighters now engaging the depleted Oathsworn. They should win that pretty steadily. Scutari, 49 men left, holding out against the Samnite Warrior. Not sure where the Oathsworn went. Oh, it looks like he moved around here. Down to 96, 0 kills. It's not a good start for the Oathsworn, unfortunately. The wall up here, you got some Iberian swords going against Thorough Spears. And there you go, Lusitani gone in. The Chimerian Noble was in, now pulling out. 141 kills on the veteran Shield Warriors. Back here you got Thorough Spears, Noble Horse. Bounce power is still really heavily in the attacker's favor. They actually took the veteran Shield Warrior out of combat. Not particularly sure why, because now it's just going to get shot. I would charge that back in as soon as possible. Seleucid's Royal Peltis and his general just broke. So Chimerian Noble Infantry going in. That's probably why the Cretan Archers getting a really nice side shot. It's probably not a fight they should continue to take. Noble Fighters also getting shot really hard here. We can't see the Defenders' armies, but I think they're running out of troops here. They need one of these sides to win so that they can fully focus on a different location. If they can, oh God. On this side, I don't see Lusitani pulling it out. I mean, Chimeri is down to 58 men, 77 on Eravaki, 59 on the Lusitani Nobles. I think that they really wasted their time holding this stuff. I think they probably should have fallen back to their final, area probably 5 minutes ago. Probably longer than that, honestly. Scutari over here, 172 kills. Got the Galatian Noble Horse Gen running around. Not sure that he's going to get anything, though, because everything looks like it's pretty cordoned off. Look how few they have left. And then the Royal Peltis and all the Thorough Spears throwing out the pikemen. It's one of those things that sucks when there's just nothing you can do about it. The Balearics are shooting over at the Gallic Hunters. Pike's about to break. Probably one more volley and they're gone. I'm amazed that they didn't break from that. Over here, Chimera taking his final stand in that breach. Valeric's really racking up kills, I'll tell you that. 251.
Double time!
Now, what? Syrians still have archers from Bactria. I'm amazed.
Quick march!
I think they're gonna break here. Probably immediately at the yep. And now the noble fighter gonna go in from Ervaki. Royal Peltis as well from Epirus. They just don't have any infantry. They apparently still have ammo, though.
All for gold!
Wonder if Galatia will try and go around the back. Noble Fighter, 130 kills. Chimerian Noble is now gone. Noble Fighter got his battle rhythm here. 58 men left in it. Here comes the Bactrian Royal Cavalry. He's probably going to go straight through that.
Warriors, stop!
Galatian General, I thought he was going to go, but he's not. Really don't know why he's not charging or go through the gap here. I hate to say it, but I think it is easy enough to call at this point a GG, a very, very tough defense here. But I think that is going to be it. Stuff charging in the back. It's pretty much just finishing off all this kind of remnants here. Probably going to get some army losses here. And that is it. All right. For the attackers, Epirus, 0 chilling, 2,042 kills. Pretty good overall on his infantry. His archers did pretty solid as well. Arverni from behind, 1716. Archer's not doing too great, but his infantry did solid enough. J. Minton as a Galatia with 2,400 kills. Look at the Galatian legionaries there. Pedro Sor with 2,820 kills as Bactria. His archers really doing work. 587 kills on the Bactrian Royal Cav, all on those archers at the end there. Now for the defenders, we got Seleucid Centurion, 1,493 kills. Most of his infantry probably could have done a little better. His pikes, unfortunately, got focused down. Now we've got Lusitania's Bloody Stranger with 2,310. Look at the Balearic Slingers, 2,904. 294, not 2009. Yeah. Iberian Swords, 152. 201 on his Lusitani Veterans Shield Warriors. 175 on that one. Now Ervaki, 2,292. Blackfoot here, 158 on the General. 2 chevrons. I think it was mostly Osborne and Royal Peltis at the end. 280 on a Scutari. And Axe Minister finally as Chimera. Chimera Noble, 116, 126. Most of his Scythian hoplites unfortunately did not perform very well. Probably could have done a little better on a couple of his archers. But that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to go hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.